Brave little elephant. Once upon a time, in a lush forest full of colorful flowers, lived a cute baby elephant named Fluffy. Like all the other animals in the forest, Fluffy was curious and joyful. One day, while playing with the birds, he realized that he had wandered far away from his family. His heart began to race, and he felt a great fear. "I have to find them," he thought. But he was lost deep in the forest and had no idea which way to go. Fluffy walked with his big steps, unsure of where to head. He looked around, but nothing seemed familiar. After a while, a large, dark tunnel appeared before him. The tunnel was so scary that Fluffy wanted to turn back. "How will I get through this tunnel?" he wondered, feeling even more anxious. Just then, a cheerful cricket named Twinkle came along, chirping happily. With a kind voice, Twinkle asked, "Hello, I'm Twinkle. Why are you so sad?" Fluffy took a deep breath and said, "I got separated from my family, and I need to go through this tunnel to find them. But the tunnel is so dark, and I'm scared." The whirring in Fluffy's eyes touched Twinkle's heart. Twinkle flew closer to give Fluffy some courage. "You don't need to be scared. I'll come with you, and we'll go through the tunnel together," said Twinkle cheerfully. Twinkle quickly flew back to his home and returned with a helmet that had a light on it. "Look, this is my helmet," Twinkle said. "It will protect you and light up the way." Fluffy put on the helmet, and his fear started to fade. "Thank you, Twinkle. Let's go together," he said. As they took their first step into the tunnel, Fluffy felt the darkness closing in on him. His footsteps echoed, making him more scared with each step. But Twinkle's cheerful voice brightened the way just a little. "Let's sing a song to make the tunnel brighter," Twinkle suggested. Twinkle began singing a lively tune. "Fly, fly, little cricket, we're together with Fluffy. Through the dark we will go and find our family so." Fluffy joined in shyly. "Fly, fly, little cricket, I'm not scared anymore." As they moved deeper into the tunnel, they came across big rocks blocking the way. The path was completely shut. Fluffy stopped for a moment and sighed. "How will I get past these rocks?" Fear began to rise inside him again. Twinkle looked at Fluffy with bravery in his eyes. "Don't worry, Fluffy, you can move these rocks. Trust your strength. I'm right here with you," said Twinkle. Fluffy took a deep breath and began using his trunk to move the rocks. At first, the rocks didn't budge, but Twinkle's faith in him gave Fluffy courage. He tried again, this time pulling with all his might. Slowly, the rocks began to move. Fluffy worked hard, moving each rock one by one. Finally, he managed to clear the path. Twinkle jumped with joy. "You did it! You're so strong, Fluffy," he cheered. Hearing Twinkle's words, Fluffy felt proud of himself. "Maybe I didn't need to be so scared after all," he thought. He felt braver now. The darkness of the tunnel didn't seem as frightening anymore. At last, they saw light at the end of the tunnel. Fluffy and Twinkle shouted with joy, "Hooray! as they stepped out. The beautiful forest stretched before them, with trees, flowers, and the sky welcoming them back. Fluffy took a deep breath and said excitedly, "Now I must find my family." Twinkle walked beside him, ready to help. "We'll find them together," he said with determination. Soon, Fluffy spotted his family in the distance. His heart raced with happiness. "Mom! Dad!" he shouted with joy. His family rushed toward him, crying, "Fluffy, we missed you so much," and hugged him tightly. His mother's warm embrace made Fluffy feel safe, and his father's voice took away the last of his fears. Turning to Twinkle, Fluffy said, "Thank you, Twinkle. I couldn't have been this brave without you. You helped me face my fears," he said with a big smile. Twinkle looked at Fluffy and smiled back. "You were always brave inside, Fluffy. You just needed a little help. You found your own strength," Twinkle replied. Fluffy felt so happy to be with his family again, but he also felt proud of discovering his inner strength. "No matter how scared I am, I'm learning to be strong. Because the important thing is to try bravely," he thought. Flying beside Fluffy, Twinkle cheerfully added, "Remember, Fluffy, there's always light at the end of every dark tunnel. Just be patient and never lose your courage." And so, Fluffy reunited with his family. His friendship with Twinkle grew stronger each day, and they supported each other through every challenge. Fluffy was now known as the bravest little elephant in the forest. He had conquered his fears and was ready to face any future challenge with courage.